All right, let's talk about one of the most common tech jobs there is. Setting up a brand new TP-Link router right out of the box. We're going to get you online.
So if you've just cracked open that shiny new box, you are in exactly the right place. And I know, looking at all those cables and the manual can feel a little intimidating, but forget all that. We are going to get you from a box of parts to a fully working home network, and we're going to do it fast.
Okay, first things first. Before we even think about software or passwords, we have to get the physical stuff plugged in correctly. This is the foundation for everything else, so let's make sure we nailed this part.
So go ahead and grab the main internet cable, the one coming out of the wall or from your modem. You're going to plug that into the port on your router that's labeled WAN, or sometimes Internet. It's usually a different color from the others. That's where the internet juice comes in. Next, connect the power adapter and plug it into an outlet. And finally, the easy part. Hit that power button and watch it light up.
With the router powered up and blinking, it's time for your computer or your smartphone to introduce itself. We have to make this first connection, this first digital handshake, so we can actually get in there and tell the router what to do.
Now here's the key to this whole step, and it's literally right there on the router. Just flip that thing over, you're going to see a sticker, and on that sticker are the two magic pieces of information you need right now. The default Wi-Fi name, also called the SSID, and the password.
Okay, so grab your phone or laptop and open up your Wi-Fi settings. The list of available networks. Look for the one that matches the name from that sticker. It'll probably start with TP-Link. Go ahead and select it. When it asks for a password, just carefully type in the one from the sticker. And boom, you should be connected.
Perfect! Now that we're connected to it, we can actually talk to it. We're about to go inside the router's web management page. You can think of this as the control center, kind of like the brain of your entire home network. This is where we get to be the boss.
So open up a web browser, Chrome, Safari, Firefox, whatever you use, and up in the address bar at the very top, I want you to type in tplinkwifi.net and hit enter. That special address will take you right to the router's front door. Now, this is super important. The first thing it's asking for is a password. This is not your new Wi-Fi password. This is an admin password, just for you to get back into these settings later on. It's all about security. So create a good password you'll remember, type it in again to confirm, and then click Start.
You should now be looking at a quick setup wizard. It's designed to pretty much hold your hand through the rest of this, which is great. So let's just walk through the really important parts together.
Okay, one of the first things you'll see is something that sounds really technical. WAN connection type. Don't let it scare you. All this is asking is how your internet provider actually sends you the internet. If you have no idea, don't guess. The easiest thing to do is just give your provider a quick call and ask them. They'll tell you exactly what to choose.
You're going to see a few options here. A lot of providers use dynamic IP, and that usually just works automatically, which is nice. But another very common one is PPoE. For that one, you'll need a specific username and password that your provider gave you. Just pick whichever option they told you to use.
All right, the really technical part is over. Now we get to the fun stuff, making this Wi-Fi network officially yours. This is where we get to name it and give it a secret password that only you know. So the wizard is going to ask you to set the SSID. Again, just some fancy tech letters for a very simple idea. The SSID is just the name of your Wi-Fi network. It's what you'll see in the list on your phone or your TV when you're trying to connect. You could just leave the default name, but changing it from something generic like TP-Link_something to a name like Our Home Wi-Fi just makes it so much easier to find. Plus, it's kind of fun. So go ahead, pick a name that makes sense to you. Next up, the Wi-Fi password. This is the digital lock on your front door, so you want to make it a good one. The absolute #1 rule here is that it has to be at least 8 characters long. And honestly, a good mix of letters, numbers, and even some symbols is always your safest bet.
And we are in the home stretch. The router has all the information it needs from us. All that's left to do is review our choices and hit the save button.
Before it makes everything official, the setup is going to show you a little summary screen, just like this. This is your last chance to double-check everything. Does the network name look right? Are you happy with that password? Just take a quick second to look it over. If everything on that summary screen looks correct, go ahead and hit that Save button. Now, you got to be a little patient here. The router is going to take a minute or two to think, apply all your new settings, and then restart. Once it's back online, you'll be good to go. And there you have it. Your TP-Link router is all set up, and your new Wi-Fi network is live. You've just configured the heart of your home internet. But while this setup gets you connected, it's really just the beginning. Is your network truly locked down and secure? Well, that's a whole other level.